In this episode of Vox Rewatch, we're recapping episode 28 of Campaign 1 of Critical Role, The Sun Tree. The road to Whitestone kicked off with an ambush in the mountain pass. A multi-limbed, lightning-breathing Behir dropped out of the cliffs and immediately knocked Trinket unconscious. Keyleth got the bear back on his feet, igniting her hands with the Ashari fire, and went wild as Minxie, the saber-toothed tiger. Between Vax's precision dagger strikes and Scalen's spectral Bigby's hand, Grog ultimately caved the beast's head in with a fiery warhammer. With the monster slain and Tiberius abruptly teleporting away, the party looted a rare elven bow, the Sky Sentinel, from an abandoned stone giant fortress before pressing on. Reaching Whitestone, aerial recon revealed a bleak ghost town. Gaunt villagers slaved over dying crops, zombie giants roamed the streets, and 8 figures hung from the iconic sun tree. When Vox Machina stealthed into the city under Scalen's seeming illusion, yet another time, they discovered a horrifying sight. The hanging bodies, including a child and a bear, were dressed up and painted to mimic Vox Machina. Hiding out in an abandoned tavern, Percy began plotting a local rebellion. After buffing up with a massive hero's feast, Keyleth used Move Earth to dig a tunnel directly under this town square, and the episode closed with Keyleth beginning an 8-hour ritual to pump life back into the roots of the dead sun tree, hoping to spark a revolution. Let's kick off this episode of Vox Rewatch.
And let's roll that beautiful intro footage!
Hello, critters. So you finished The Legend of Vox Machina and you're craving more, right? You think, I know, I'll go watch the original campaign.
Excellent idea. Until you hit play on episode 1 and 2 things smack you in the face. The questionable sound quality and the 3 to 4 hour runtime. Yikes.
Don't worry, we've got you. We're diving into the chaos so you don't have to. We'll sacrifice our ears and our evenings to bring you the recaps, highlights, and all of the behind-the-scene magic you crave.
Welcome to Vox Rewatch.
Because the past deserves a second look.
With better audio. We're just a bunch of longtime friends and proud critters who love the chaos, the characters, and the wild ride of storytelling. Join us as we dive back into it all with lots of laughs, way too many theories, and probably some tears too.
I'm Doug.
I'm Connie.
And I'm Eric. This podcast is part of Tabletop Tether, our nerdy little home for TTRPG content, deep dives, and unapologetic fan joy. Just so we're clear, Vox Rewatch is an unofficial fan podcast and isn't affiliated with or endorsed by Critical Role in any way.
Guys, it gets better each time.
This episode was heavy. A little bit.
I don't know.
No, go ahead.
I don't know why we'd ever say that. It doesn't start out heavy.
No.
Unpopular opinion, maybe. I did not like the first half of this episode.
What?
I'm not
fine.
a fan. Okay, right. I'm not a fan. I guess I'm
also
not a fan of
I don't
random encounters sometimes.
Yeah.
Because they just seem so random. Yes, they're traveling through dangerous places, and yes, things can happen, and sometimes that's fine. But I feel like it's just another thing that they got to do before they get to the thing that actually counts. And the second half was amazing. Lots of details, lots of information, lots of like Scanlan planning and the whole like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? But that first half, I had a hard time just getting into it. I don't know.
Here's why I loved the first half of this episode, or this whole entire episode. This is because the energy in that room was so different.
Don't get me wrong. I loved the energy. But yeah, it just, the content, not so much the energy.
So just the Behir fight.
Just the Behir fight. It just felt like,
the Behir fight and then like finding the stuff afterwards, it felt like it dragged a little bit. I will say the Behir fight, it moved along well, and then the in between when I'm like, come on, let's get to Whitestone. But let's talk about the fight first and the good parts about the fight.
Yes.
It didn't take as long because there's a certain player not there taking 37 turns and
We've
doing
got
400 things.
good
Uh,
pacing.
yeah,
But
it
bear
definitely
down.
went well.
Bear down.
Yes,
Bear
that
down.
was horrible.
Bear down.
What's that? I'm kind of Team Scanlan with do we need the bear?
Do we need the bear?
I like the bear. I think the bear is cool. But yeah, 66 damage from one shot of electricity
So
or
much.
lightning. That's
Yeah.
not good.
It was basically what's the spell? It's the
Wait,
straight
what?
lightning that just goes and
Pain lightning? No, lightning bolt. No,
lightning bolt. Yeah, lightning bolt.
Yeah,
Lightning.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lots of lightnings.
Lots of lightnings.
Yes.
Lots of lightnings. Yes, it is. It is lightning bolt. Because then it's 8d6 lightning damage. Yeah. It's just
But
like
yeah.
it's fireball, but with lightning.
Right.
Yeah.
But I thought it was nice to actually see Keyleth use the firestones that she got
Yes.
before.
That was pretty cool.
I don't know how many uses we get of them, but it was nice to see it happen.
I think it gets used thematically more than it does practically.
Yeah.
Later.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I mean, there's not a whole bunch of Minxie that I remember.
No, I think Minxie was simpler times.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Minxie was the before Briarwood times.
Right. But yeah, no, the fight went, I mean, pretty well. Grog kind of lost his mind at the end. A little bit.
Yes.
A little bit. I think the word that Matt described was you turned it into jelly.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah. But we do get the gland from the Behir becomes a certain item for Percy later down the line.
Which is so awesome.
Yeah. With his glove.
So good.
But we'll see that later.
So good. But yeah, they managed to it's incredible what can happen when you have a team that actually works together. That they get through that encounter like pretty quickly and efficiently. They get what they need to get done. I did find it funny that they were actually putting jabs at him a little bit.
Oh, 100%.
Of when the fight is over and Matt is doing a great impression of Tiberius, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Of being I'm not ready to go. I'm not ready. And then Liam or Sam is like, what do you mean? You have all of the mirrors in the mod. Yeah. You're not ready with all 34 of your mirrors? Like,
and then what Travis was like, that's so much better than shopping at the end of the fight. So yeah. No, they're definitely taking jabs at Orion.
And then I love how they're going through and they're like, oh no, Tiberius, don't go. Like, we need you. And then, like Liam's really like trying to role play like Tiberius staying. And then Matt's like, thematically, guys, this is me playing how to get rid of somebody that I'm not playing, so I don't have to manage them at the moment. Like, it was pretty funny.
I just had a player, she had to miss our last game and then came back. She's like, what am I doing in here? I was like, you were in there because I didn't know what to do with you. So
all right, here's a question. How do you as a DM handle when a player misses the session? Do they go comatose? Do they do they just sleep, or do you run them? Like,
it depends.
Okay.
If they're in the middle of a battle, like if we ended mid-battle, then I will continue and run them. But it is the most basic. Like, I try not to use any spells because I don't want to use their spell slots. If I do cast spells, it's usually cantrips or real low level spells. If we're not, then they end up just kind of vanishing into the background, and we'll explain what happened. Like, they didn't miss anything. They were there, but they didn't say or do anything.
Okay. Doug?
I haven't had anyone miss this game that I'm doing now,
Okay.
there were people that came in late,
Mm-hmm.
but they were starting, so I didn't have to worry about that. So, I mean, I feel like, yeah, being conservative with their,
Mm-hmm.
abilities and such, but would be a great idea. I don't know what I'll do yet. I don't know.
I've had it run a couple ways. Now, all of my games are in the bad place, so bear that in mind right
Yes.
now. Actually, I take that back. I am running one game, which is we have one session left, and it's going to be the Lost Mines of Phandelver.
Mm.
But when I've had people miss, it has been fortuitous that it's usually happened on a long rest, which means I had them fall into like a coma where they couldn't be woken up. And then I do so when my players miss, I'll try to take them one-on-one in between sessions and say what happened during this time. And then we get to role play out. Usually they have a fun little dream sequence or something. Or I've had them get kidnapped before. That's been fun. When they were going to be missing for a couple of games, that they got kidnapped. And then the party kind of had to go and rescue them and find them. And then the person came back before the party rescued them. So they got to play their backup character to rescue themselves. It was great. That backfired.
Yeah.
But Tiberius is officially.
Wow, they haven't made the announcement yet.
Well, I'm saying he's now out of this
Yes.
part of the storyline. He's in the
Yes.
storyline still, as we'll see, but
Yes.
he's not. They're not relying on him anymore.
Right.
I don't think that this point when they were recording, I don't think that they had any intention of him not coming back.
Yeah. I think
they thought he was coming back.
Mhm.
But after this episode aired is when some comments were made after the fact. So I think
Which comments?
Where he yelled at a fan for making Tiberius merch.
Got it. Okay. I thought that happened before this. Okay.
No, it's from what I understand, it happened after this episode aired. Because I think that was kind of the final straw.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, watching the YouTube version, like when I listen to the podcast, they cut out the intro, they cut out the break, they cut out all the extra stuff.
Yeah.
Watching on YouTube, Zach was out and he was talking about the community chat, like being polite and being nice. And I thought maybe it had been comments. I don't know for sure what led to that, announcement, but I didn't know if it was comments about Orion in the chat. I didn't know if that was what had escalated, and that was like a little bit of a warning that this, not saying it, but kind of implying starting the process. I didn't know, but yeah, that does make sense.
No, I think the chat got pretty heated from the previous episode of everything that went on. So they were addressing the fans, and whatnot. So
the one thing that I did have fun with, which came up later, is I didn't understand this entirely. If you were watching the chat, did you guys notice all of the staplers coming up in chat?
No.
When someone had said something suggestive, they start throwing staplers because that's their information to call HR.
Oh no.
And so the chat is full of staple emojis, and people are like, what? And you see them, why are the staples? They're like, oh, it's because something suggestive was said. They're like, thank you. Like watching all staples everywhere.
I'm going to have to pay attention to that now. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm watching this and I was like, why are there so many staplers? And then watched it long enough to see it happen.
That's crazy.
That is funny.
Anywho, so Tibbs is gone and they find like a fortress. Like, what is
Grog did something smart.
Yeah. Nat 20
Grog
on a random what was it, an investigation or intelligence check?
It was some sort of intelligence-based check.
Yeah.
But yeah, he rolled, and I think Matt called for an investigation check.
Yeah.
Grog
But
rolled, got a natural 20, and he's like, there's no way he's taking that. He's not going to accept that.
well, because he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said they were gonna look around.
Yeah.
I think it might have been Percy. Yeah, because after he rolled it, he's like, I'm gonna do that too, and just like not even intending it to actually
Mm-hmm.
be something. And he rolls the nat 20, and he's like, and then Percy's like, no, I want him to tell us the truth, like
And
speak
then Matt's
truth.
like, oh yeah, you know what? You're
Yeah.
a stone giant. This would totally make sense. And then when he said that, seeing Travis's whole face light up, like, yeah, I can. It was so good.
It was. I love that moment for him.
Yeah, that was
And
really
then,
cool.
they investigate, and then he does something stupid again. But
Oh, let's back up just 1 second.
Yeah.
Right before they do find this place,
Mm-hmm.
Scanlan asks Vex to do her dragon sense thing.
oh yeah.
And there were like a lot
Like 6 of them or something, right?
of like within 3 miles or just outside of 3 miles. I don't know exactly,
There's a lot.
but do you think Matt used that opportunity to plant a seed? Or do you think,
Or,
because
the
didn't they
Chroma
come
Conclave?
from,
They didn't come from Whitestone.
they didn't come
Not all
no,
of
not
them.
Whitestone,
No, but
I don't
that area. No?
If I were guessing, they were just. I mean, maybe one of them were there, but I don't think so. Because none of them.
Okay.
I don't think any of them claimed Whitestone or that area as their home.
well, I think that would have been the one they'd taken out, the blue dragon. Maybe. The one they took out pre-stream.
Were they that close though? Were they
I
ever
don't
that
know.
close to Whitestone?
I don't know, but maybe that would have been the one that had made the claim on it. That's my little headcanon. I don't know.
I think it was wyverns.
Okay.
I think wyverns probably lived in the area or something along those lines.
Why do you have to throw facts at us, Eric?
Logic.
Logic.
That's
No,
what I do.
I want
Logic.
a conspiracy theory, the Chroma Conclave. Come on, Wyrens. Ugh. But you're not wrong. Probably Wyrens. Fine.
Or a whole bunch of Dragonborn. Who knows?
It's Tiberius's army.
Well, that's what somebody said. Is it Tiberius?
Yeah. Did you just track Tiberius? Yeah. But yes, they go inside, and the group is so terrified of this fortress. They're like, nope, we're staying away until they see the doors broken in, and they're like, ooh, I want to know what happened.
Yep.
But
it's funny how that changes with your groups. You're like, no. Actually.
Yeah,
Whoa.
mystery to solve.
Since the door's already been opened. I mean, it's not breaking and entering. We're just entering at that point.
And it was a pretty gruesome sight with pools of blood and bodies being dragged through it, but no bodies.
No
weapons, no armor.
Well,
that was pretty crazy.
Find out what happens to them. So
yes.
Oh, I never put that together.
Wait, seriously?
Really?
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
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 Like watching the episode brand new for the very first time.
Although
yes,
they did find one weapon.
They
that
did.
Was Vex's new bow.
Yep.
What was the name of that bow?
The Sky Sentinel.
Sky Sentinel. Which I think
right.
is her main bow until we get the vestiges.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love though at this point she's carrying around 3 bows on her back. Or at some point she's just like carrying around bows.
Well, isn't there a running joke that Vax has a coat rack that has all of his cloaks?
Yep.
Like so, it makes sense that the twins would each have that one item that, guys, I can't just have one. I've got to have at least 4 at all times. But they explore all of the different levels, and while they're doing that, Grog makes a boo boo.
Yeah, Grog's out there to counter his natural 20 that he got earlier. He rolls natural 1 on his I forget what check it was, but it was for birds.
For birds. For
Birds.
birds. And he found the birds.
He did.
The
did.
birds found him.
Yes.
Yes. But I so the birds come, they I think very quickly discover that they were scouts for the town.
Mhm.
I feel bad for Keyleth because I would have given her more credit for the spell that she used.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Keyleth casts Sleet Storm on the flock
I
of
would have had it
birds.
down them all or
Yeah,
close to. I would have had the birds have to make saves on that because
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And but no, Matt decided since it doesn't do damage, it doesn't really do anything. But one does get knocked down, and then Grog does his best Ozzy Osbourne impression.
That's right.
And bites the head off of one of the
I
crows.
love that they describe like Grog, don't, and they said the huh? When he turning his head is how the head gets bit off.
Yeah.
But guys, this is pre like rule of cool Matt Mercer. He's still tracking individual XP. He's making them all level up at different times. He gets better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
Is it this episode or was it last week when they go in the basement and talk about finding and Sam specifically is like, "Oh Matt, did I find any sigils?"
That's this one. I think it's once they get the once they're in Whitestone.
That's it.
Yeah.
Did we find any sigils? And he's just sigils. The word is sigils.
Yeah.
But we got the burbs.
Yep.
And then they all try to like basically find Whitestone. And right, like they're pretty close to it. And is it Keyleth and Scanlan are the ones that scout the town while everybody else is in fucking trees?
Yeah, they hid in the trees because of the hunter and the pack of wolves.
Yep.
Yes.
And they flew in. Keyleth is an eagle, and then Scanlan made them both invisible. Scanlan had trouble with a 25-foot wall.
It took him like 12 minutes to climb a 25-foot wall.
Even longer to get back up.
But
it would have taken longer. He dimension door. That's right.
But we get an overview first of like seeing, well, like zombie giants in the city, and the city looking kind of bleak.
Yeah, it's definitely run down.
It's real bad. And Matt just describing, I don't know, when you see 8 bodies in the tree.
Yes, the hanging bodies.
He just passes it off so casually
so
at first.
Casually.
But there was also that like pregnant pause at the end where he was like, so.
Because nobody asked.
Nobody asked. And then the next time it was brought up, nobody asked. And then the next time it was brought up, finally he kind of described what they saw, and it was like.
But
I'm not gonna lie, as a DM, that is my biggest struggle, because I have set places where my party member is supposed to find information, and then they bypass it. I'm like, oh, and then don't know what to do. So
you just transfer it to the next person, to the next NPC. You never.
Well, not necessarily like items and
like flavor text
and like books and things like that the party is supposed to find to get information, and I'm just I'm worried that they're not going to find the information because my current party really hates looting bodies and will not do it. So I've learned never to put important information on a corpse. Ever.
Well, what you do need to put on a corpse if they ever do loot it, because I've gotten to pull it out at every one of my parties, is a little crayon sketch of the person that they just murdered with a little kid holding their hand that says best dad ever.
Oh wow.
I could do that, except
Or a
no
love
one's.
letter or something. I don't put a lot of useful stuff on corpses, honestly. Though my parties are all like, loot that body. They find a lot of stuff at bars and weird places by talking to people. They don't go to a lot of libraries, so I don't hide things in libraries. But that weird guy in the corner with the pile of books, yeah, he might have stolen that from the library. You can talk to him.
Yeah.
Oh, but we have a how did it even come about that it was Keyleth and Scanlan? Because that is the most unlikely duo. Because weren't they talking like who can change who into what, who can go invisible? Like they hemmed and hawed over this for like 5
I think
minutes.
it was just magic users.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it ended up being the flying and the invisibility.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Keyleth lands on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Scanlan goes down and goes through town. And I like that Sam was like, I want to listen to what the people are talking about.
Yeah.
And that gave an interesting bit to find out of people talking about like crops and things. And I cannot remember the name of the NPC that he brought up that was in Percy's backstory that they said the person was going to have their head.
Sir Carrion.
Carrion, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, notes, jot down, must keep for later. And how bleak it was. Like, the crops aren't growing.
Yep.
It's real bad. It's real bad. And they come back. Well, Scanlan tries to come back and realizes he's not going to get back to the canteen that he left to mark the spot that Keyleth is in because she's also invisible.
That was smart on his.
Yeah.
I never would have thought of that. Like, I would have been like, oh, we'll figure it out later.
Yep. Nope.
Yep.
Nope. Any dimension doors. Sim's so smart. He is such a smart player. And they fly back. And then they all come back, right? They don't wait. Like they all just decide to go into the city, right? But not as themselves with seeming. Right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Scanlan had the plan to throw everyone in the back under some hay, and he brought a cart in, and everyone's like, no, that doesn't make sense.
Yep.
If they came in as farmers, well, where'd you get all your food? And so finally it was just a bunch of rough-looking travelers.
And then we were trying to figure out how to seam the bear. To which we had the, do we need the bear? And then that's when Scanlan found out that he can make each person look different. Because at first they're like, Trinket's going to be a person.
Yeah.
And did they turn Trinket into, they did joke saying Trinket should be a cow, but didn't they make Trinket into like a horse?
A donkey.
Donkey. Yeah. They talked about a milk cow.
That's right. Milk cow.
You know, whatever. But donkeys move faster, I think, is the reason that they decided that way.
And I love it because they're going through and you know, they're like, oh, can you use seaming? And he's like, yeah, I'm going to use seaming. And Matt's like, wow, I love that. An actual legitimate use of seaming.
I mean, to be fair, they all could have been, you know,
cows.
One person shepherding a herd of cows into the city.
Until they saw food and thought,
right.
Oh, great.
And then slaughter.
There's a whole bunch of beef. Let's go.
Oh, man.
That's fantastic.
Oh, and they get into town and they're like asking around, like, I love how Vax is just like, where can I get work? Can I do this? Who do I go to? Like they're.
Yeah.
My favorite thing that Vax does is try to catch Matt off guard. And he's like, old lady, and like just randomly picks a random person that he's like, I'm going to create this person. You deal with it. And that's my favorite.
But we finally get to like the titular moment of this entire episode. of the description of the sun tree. And
Mhm.
I love how Matt did this. He took his time and described it, but he didn't overtly say
Right.
why. He didn't say there's this person in the tree that looks just like you. Like, oh no, there's a person and they've got red paint in their hair and they've got a brown outfit on. And this one is, with long hair and dressed in all dark colors. And it wasn't until we got to I think it was like the third person in the tree, like the third description, when some of them started putting two and two together. Because Percy got it. Like Taliesin got it. He's like, nope, I'm leaving. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yep.
He was out.
And Keela started freaking out.
And I think,
Or
and then
Marsha, I guess.
Laura really lost it, especially when they started talking about the bear. They hung a bear. Now,
Yeah.
my question is,
And a child. I think the child.
and
Yes,
a child,
the
the child, was
child,
real bad.
yeah.
The child to be
With
Scanlan.
the silk shirt and the purple pantaloons. It's like, oh yeah, if that's
And-
not Scanlan.
Yep, and they painted someone entirely red to be Tiberius,
Mhm.
and
Yep.
took a portly guy to be Grog, and scarred his
Yeah,
face
yeah.
up, shaved his head,
Yeah.
God.
Recently hunted bear that is dangling.
No.
next to the rest of the group.
Wait, what? Is that us?
It looks like us.
What?
It's us.
They killed people they thought were us. Or they killed...
Or it's a message.
Or it's a message to us.
This is the introduction of, if you're coming in from
Mhm.
campaign 3, this is the introduction to a certain character.
Laudna! Do we know which one Laudna was impersonating?
Vexalia.
I was gonna say, yeah, dark hair.
Yeah.
Which makes it even darker when you have that little bit of context to it too, of
Oh yeah,
oh,
the introduction when those two were introduced to each other in campaign 3, it's a little awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love spoilers for the latest season of The Legend of Vox Machina.
Mhm.
I love that they brought Laudna in for that. So it's cool to see. But anyway.
But I just love when, as a DM, there are certain moments that you plan out and you know that they will horrify your players so much, and you cannot wait to spoon feed it to them slowly. No, you have to savor every bite of this and you're gonna hate it the whole time. For spoilers, with Curse of Strahd, because you all found out what was in the dream pastries, if I remember correctly, right?
Oh yes.
It's
Oh
people.
yes.
It's kids.
It's wheat and flour and sugar
And children.
And children. Now with 50% more people, I think was the quote from my other party.
I was trying to keep this nice and clean, Doug.
No.
Cherries, not children.
That's what they want you to think, but
And getting to do that reveal, it was one of the first ones of they're wait a minute, especially because I had one of my players actually eat them and get addicted to them this campaign.
That's fantastic.
no.
And then being wait, what? No. So you start describing finding the little fingernails in it and the little hairs, and that's a tooth, and you're just it's awful.
Nope.
We did that for when we played under you, and then I played another Curse of Strahd campaign, and the DM started describing that. I was like, nope. I was like, I'm not going to metagame, but nope.
Too late.
Yeah.
But it's so fun when you get those moments where it's truly, truly just it'll be like when one of the moments that your players will remember for the campaign, and it's going to be one of those things. And he took his fucking time. Oh, it was so good. And the music was so good. Oh, guys, I'm sorry I geeked out a little bit over that.
That's all right. So good.
Oh, this is proving I'm a horrible DM again because I was excited over making my players horribly sad and uncomfortable and miserable.
We all know that you are just, mean to your players.
My shirt is, the horrors persist, but so do I. It's suiting. But they decide they need to. Is this the moment when they decide they need to fix the sun tree?
Well, I think they're still talking about like
they need a base of operations. They want to start a revolution.
Right.
Yeah.
Keyleth wants to go fix the tree.
Scanlan wants a beret.
Scanlan wants a beret.
He asked for a beret.
There was a little bit of what's the word? Maybe trauma from Vex when Percy said I have a plan, but wasn't giving any details.
Yeah.
Because there have been those moments in the past from someone else. So it was like, well, why don't you share the plan? But before that happens, they ask about this tree, and Matt kind of gives Percy the go-ahead to tell his version of what the sun tree means, which was kind of cool. Taliesin asked him, do you want me to, can I
go with this?
Or should I, or, and it was a pretty cool, little,
little story.
Old wives' tale kind of story.
Stopping the storm until Whitestone was built, and then
it was
started up again. Cool. And I love that Matt was like, this is one of the reasons for it. So there was more than one mythology to the sun tree, which was so neat.
And then we get the whole Pelor, god of sun and protector of light. So that was kind of cool to get some background on that particular deity. And
I love that Keyleth's like, wait a minute. They're associated with Melora? Do I know about him? Like, he's kind of around the Druidic circle kind of people. Yeah, I've heard of him. They're like, maybe tonight I can commune with Pike.
Yes.
And get more info. Though I will say that they all did seem terribly relieved when they realized that Pike was not in the tree.
Yes.
And they were also horrified when they realized that they'd been in the tree for like 5 days a week. So pretty much from the point when the Briarwoods invited them is when they got put in the tree.
Yeah, like they came back to Whitestone
and
immediately invited those people to the castle and then did their thing. But
but then Percy's
evil.
Yeah.
Percy's plan then becomes revolution.
Viva la revolution, Carl.
Allies.
Yep.
They're worried though. The people, the party was worried at first. Like, how do you flip people when you're in a tyrannical state? They're gonna go and talk to people. And it was interesting of Percy be like, no, I know these people. I know how I know how they are. Like, this is what they would do. I thought that was interesting that he because that's a valid concern, honestly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. With food being short and, life miserable, you might get an upgrade to your home if you give some good information.
Right.
That's how they brought up all the nobles that got put in place. Basically did that.
Yeah.
But they find an inn.
Yeah, a tavern. Yep.
So I did get a good laugh that they were like, oh, could we find a brothel? And I think Sam was like, it would be the saddest brothel you've ever seen in your entire life.
Yeah.
But they get to the inn, and I actually really appreciated how they planned to get Marisha over there, because I don't know if I would have thought going underground like they did
Go to the root through the roots.
to
Yeah.
the roots.
Yeah.
Because you think of fixing a tree, you got to touch the tree. Who's not
Right.
to say that there's not plenty of tree underground? I'm playing a druid now, so I'm like trying to like channel the earth. I try to think better. Actually, there's a big bad tree in our game. Oh, what's the tree called? It's got a gnarly name.
Check.
It's in Crooked Moon. Oh, the Oak of Many Faces.
Mm.
And it's an oak tree that has people's faces in it for nefarious reasons, shall we say. And they're like, oh, we'll just salt it. I'm like, no, you can't salt the earth. That's the truth. That's not how this works. That's a war crime. But anywho, I did really like how they did that, like really going into the basement. But is there anything that, like, I don't know if we missed anything before we talk about Keyleth doing, Operation Get to Suntree?
Scanlan shit scries again.
He
Yes.
does, and that's when he finds out he can only have one shit scry at a time.
Yeah.
And then the plan for flinging poo is
Right.
conceived.
Oh yeah, it is.
When in doubt, fling poo.
Throw poo.
Oh, and then Percy had the parchment delivery arrow idea of
Yes.
he'd already crafted a like flash paper basically.
Yeah.
And so now it's just connecting it to an arrow to be able to put marks in certain spots, I assume for
Yeah.
revolution purposes, but
I love how
we'll get into that.
Talison's mind
Oh my gosh.
works. And the
Yeah.
things he comes up with, and it's like, dude, like, what are you doing?
But it's even better because I don't know how many episodes ago it was. It's on the list. Like he just
Right.
looks at Matt. It's like it's like the third on the
Mhm.
list. So you know that there's a whole bunch of things that he's thinking of probably every week. He pops something in his head and here, Matt, you need to
And-
add this to the list.
I don't know. I think that shows just how good of a player he is compared to
Mhm.
Orion, who tries to do those things, doesn't run it past Matt,
Right.
and would just
Right.
do things to surprise him. And
Yep.
it is wild to see like how things can work out well or not well. Like Percy's gun misfired a couple of times and had
It
to
did.
like replace it and fix it and do all of those things. And it's just par for the course. But I feel like if that would have happened to Orion, he would have been
Oh,
throwing
you've
a
been
tantrum.
yeah.
Yeah.
And just meanwhile, Talison's like, yeah, this is
Mhm.
not safe. No one should use this. Just me, because I'm an idiot. And Percy, you brought firearms to Exandria.
Yeah.
That won't be an issue at all.
No. It
course
doesn't
not.
come up next episode at all.
Not at all. Guys, it's not a problem anymore. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's just Percy. Just Percy has firearms.
Yeah.
But Keyleth starts digging, gets to the tree, is like, huh, wait a minute, guys. I'm hungry.
Great. I love the turn of like, wait, before I do this, food.
And then I love Vex. No, Vex is like, are we eating in the tunnel? Like, yeah. I do love that Matt allowed Marisha to retroactively say before they left, say you purchased these in Amon to have them, versus just saying the one time it's like, well, I'll just use 1,000 gold pieces and like get through it for that one time of no. Like, okay, you
Yeah.
purchased them. And when she goes through, Laura, you can hear her.
Yeah.
Right?
When they're talking about how there's 1,000 gold pieces. Is it by person or by we can do 3, and she marks them off, and you could just hear her like
Right.
like gagging.
Yeah, she died a little bit inside whenever she was going through that.
But they have their meal, and Keyleth goes to touch the tree, to cast Speak with Plants, which I had a good laugh because she goes to cast Speak with Plants and Taliesin goes, an ability just as useless as Aquaman's.
Yes.
And she goes, excuse me. He's like, and then he's like, I'm so sorry. I couldn't help it. I'm so sorry. He can be useful sometimes. And he's like trying to backtrack so fast as Marisha just staring daggers at him. I mean,
Yeah.
if we didn't have Speak with Plans, we would have never had Henry Crabgrass.
Or the sun. Never mind. Spoilers. He's dead, yo.
He's very dead. But why? But I think it is interesting that she's like, oh, I got this spell that I can rejuvenate the land. Or like, that's nice.
Lead with that next time.
Can you lead with that? And they're like, well, maybe you can just fix the tree and not the land. And then they found out that she basically needs to do the 8-hour max casting of this in order to hopefully fix the sun tree.
Yep.
Spoiler, guys. She fixes the sun tree.
Does she?
I had no idea.
Does she?
I thought the sun tree died, and we have the sun tree.
Not before she lights it on fire, but we'll see the next episode.
Spoilers.
Spoilers!
You have something to look forward to when you get to next episode. Oh my gosh, next episode.
Oh, that's the teaser. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, wait. I haven't watched and listened ahead. Wait. Which is next episode? Hold on. Is it my favorite episode? Well,
No,
we just watched. Yeah, we just
no. I have. Is this where? No, this isn't where Scanbo happens.
No.
Okay.
I don't think.
Oh, this is Whispers.
Yeah, I don't think we're there yet.
Okay, no.
No, the next episode is Doors. The theme of next episode is
Doors.
That's
right. I know what this is. Okay. I know that you guys will listen ahead. I try to only listen to the episodes that we are covering, so that way they don't all mesh together.
I know that. Yeah, I understand that feeling.
I told you guys a couple episodes ago that I got super excited because, the episodes got better, and I passively listened to the next episode, but did not get a chance to actively listen to it. But I just know that
valid.
The Doors.
Yeah.
So many doors. So many doors. But that's kind of it.
Yeah, it ends with the meal.
It does. But you know what doesn't end here? Us.
We do not. Guys, 99. We've got 99 followers on all
and
the...
you could be one.
You could be 100, and that would be amazing. So join us at Tabletop Tether for all your Tabletop Tether needs on all the socials.
We can tether your tables. We
can table your tethers.
I was going to say something else and realized it was going to be a very Vox Rewatch After Dark coded, and we're going to stop there.
Yeah. Do I need to get a stapler for you?
Yeah, we need a stapler.
I really hope at one point we get comments. When are we going to be able to watch Tabletop After Dark? I really want that to be a comment or a question or a desire. It would be hilarious to try to do something with that. I don't know what that would look like.
I have a great idea that we record it with like mimimal lighting. It's dark.
Right.
And like we hold our little flashlights and it's just Tabletop After Dark. And we're like the kids, like, we put a blanket over ourselves and we talk under it because we're supposed to be sleeping.
That's fantastic.
We use the light of our phones or whatever. Yes, like that.
Wait, I got one more light. Let me see what happens. Oh, there it is. Tabletop After Dark. Hello, and welcome to Tabletop
Can I do
After
that?
Dark. Tonight we'll be discussing the next episode, Critical Role. Oh yeah, ASMR. Very crinkly. I don't
I
have
can't turn off
anything
the
crinkly.
Wait, ready? Wait. I'll take this.
That's a fork. I don't have
Not coming
anything.
through.
Oh, it's not coming through.
No.
Oh no.
Oh, now you're frozen. Oh, what have you done?
What did you do?
I made problems. It was too much.
It was too epic.
It was too after dark.
And now I got an earthquake going on because I touched the camera. What is going on? Anyway, Tabletop Tether.
Find
That's what we
us
do.
everywhere, all over the interwebs.
Yes.
TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, X, Facebook. Everywhere.
All the tabletop tethers.
All the table guys, if you have a tabletop, you can find us there. Because normally your tabletops have these on them. And so you can find us there.
Valid.
Just tether to us.
Tethered. We gotta stop now.
I've been
Eric.
up since 4:30.
Eric, I see you. Ooh.
I'm thinking, oh no,
Oh no.
I dropped a magnet. It's fine. It may or may not be inside my computer. We'll figure that out later. Anyway,
Oh, no.
I have one of those like beady things
Oh, yeah.
that you play with, and I definitely just dropped one.
I've just had my butter.
It is time for me to go to bed.
It is. It is. It
Yeah,
is
it's
bedtime.
4:30. Doug, go to bed, dude.
That is truly what Tabletop After Dark is. It's just
It's just
Us
us
bedtime.
playing
Oh my gosh,
with our
that's the
fidgets,
episode.
guys. We're gonna do a fidget review.
No, the next episode is us just sleeping. We just record ourselves sleeping.
Sleeping.
People can watch us sleep.
All right.
I'm not sure. That's a good
I
idea.
do have a thought that it would be kind of funny for a certain episode. I've been seeing people doing their podcast recordings while also playing. It's 1 hour of silence broken up by Michael Jackson noises, and they play it. Yeah, and it'd be quiet in the middle of a conversation, and it's them reacting, like having a regular conversation, and then those just noises pop in every once in a while. I thought it could be kind of fun at some point.
I found it.
Yay! It's not in your computer. Guys,
You all have a wonderful week. We'll check in with you next time when we watch Whispers.
whispers.
Vox Rewatch is an unofficial fan podcast and is not approved or endorsed in any way by Critical Role. Critical Role and all related content are owned by Critical Role Productions. This podcast is for non-commercial, transformative use, created under Critical Role's fan content policy. For more info, visit critroll.com.